Have you ever been strongly committed to something in your life? Something that even at the lowest of lows you never gave up on? Well, if you have, then you have something in common with the Oakland Raiders. So who are the Oakland Raiders, and why are they relevant? The Oakland Raiders became a part of the NFL in 1970. The Raiders were predominantly successful during the 70s, around 50 years ago. In 1976, the Raiders won their first Super Bowl against the Minnesota Vikings. 2 years later, the team moved to LA and won Super Bowl 18 in 1983. This was their last Super Bowl win to this day, and it's been 33 years and counting since they won their last Super Bowl. In 1995, the Raiders moved back to Oakland because of a lack of fan retention and because their owner Al Davis bought a new home in Oakland. Since 2001, the Raiders have won their division once and have only had 3 seasons above 500. For as long as most of us have been alive, the Raiders have been the laughingstock of the league. The Raiders are relevant today because as the 2016-2017 season, the team is tied for first place in the entire AFC with a shocking record of 10 wins and only 2 losses. Not only is the team surprising their own fan base, but completely shattering projections made by well-versed columnists and reporters. As of 2016, the Raiders owner Mark Davis proposed the idea to move their franchise to Las Vegas and be the first professional sports team to do so. While the move would increase media exposure and finance to the team, it would really not be the best decision for the team, for Oakland, for their fan base, and even for America. So here's why they should stay in Oakland. The Raiders are on pace to win the AFC West and secure their first playoff berth since 2002, something that would bring joy to not only their dedicated fan base, but also to America. America wants to see the Raiders win, and now that they're finally winning, they're not only bringing joy to the city of Oakland, which has been decimated for years and years due to lack of attention, gang violence, low finance, and has made the top 10 worst cities in America for the last 11 years in a row. But the Oakland Raiders are finally making Oakland relevant again and are completely correlated to the raise of capital to the city along with the reduction of crime rates. Who remembers the movie Cars? The Pixar one? Remember? Well, if you do, you saw a decimated town called Radiator Springs that was in the middle of nowhere. The town wasn't relevant for years and years, but all of a sudden, a new, flashy Lightning McQueen came in, and the whole town changed and literally put this once-forgotten place back on the map and is popular than ever. Think of the 2016 Raiders as the Lightning McQueen to Oakland. The idea to move to Las Vegas has been proposed and is actually currently in the making to move the Raiders franchise to the city of Las Vegas, Nevada. However, while financially, as of right now, it does seem like the right move to Las Vegas, the Oakland Raiders are the Oakland Raiders. Adam Schefter of ESPN said it perfectly when he said that their roots, heritage, uniquely strong fan base, and their everlasting and dedicated commitment to the city of Oakland remains vibrant to this day. The 3 main reasons to stay in Oakland are for their fan base, for financial purposes, and for their overall team effect to the city of Oakland. Their fan base. The Raiders fan base is one of, if not the most loyal fan base in not only the NFL, but in the world of sports. For years and years, the Raiders haven't even won more than 4 out of 16 games per season. Yet games still always sell out game for game, and there is currently a 2.5-year wait to buy season tickets. The Raiders have been the laughingstock of the league for a decade, and yet the fans never lose hope in the team. Now that the team is finally good, this poses more of a reason for the team to stay in Oakland. According to a survey done by ESPN columnist Adam Levko, the Raiders fan base is only second to the Chicago Cubs in terms of fan loyalty. Financial. While the city of Oakland is a poor city, and yes, the team should move, theoretically, to increase revenue and media exposure because Vegas would attract more fans and more media coverage, the city of Oakland is actually on a high rise in financial growth. The Golden State Warriors, who share a parking lot with the Raiders, have brought so much revenue to Oakland, and now that the Raiders are good, David Stein of NFL.com said that the Raiders are bringing more media, which brings more fans, which brings more coverage, which brings more money. If the Raiders keep playing well and riding the bus of the Warriors, who are also doing well, they too could build their own stadium, much like the 49ers did recently in effort to stay in the Oakland-San Francisco area. Team commitment to Oakland. On a global scale, the Raiders making more money and staying in Oakland would do not only good for Oakland, but also for America. We shouldn't just give up on cities that are struggling and abandon the people within. The Raiders are making Oakland relevant again. They are giving kids on the streets something to stay in their homes for and stay out of trouble for. Studies have shown that since the start of the season, gang violence in the city of Oakland, according to an article in the Oakland Press, has so far decreased by a factor of 13%. 13%. The Oakland Raiders have the ability to bring beneficial change to the city that has been so loyal and dedicated through their roughest of years. The team is correlated to its city, and that is what makes it impossible for the team to leave right now. David Stern of ESPN said it perfectly when he said that when the Oakland Raiders win games, the city and people of Oakland grow as a community and in unison. So ask yourself, if you spent your whole life watching the Raiders lose close games, get blown out in most, and do nothing but make people laugh out loud at you, and yet you still wake up every Sunday morning for years to watch them disappoint, wouldn't you be offended if they just left and wait right when they became good? The fans and people of Oakland need the Oakland Raiders. America and football fans around need the Raiders to be from Oakland and to stay in Oakland. But furthermore, this Radiator Springs of a town sure could use a little Lightning McQueen in their life right now.